All right, Ruby, let's test it out and see how waterproof it is. Grab that cup there, and let's pour it on the seat here. Just pour it on.
Where?
Right here. Just pour it on the seat like Daddy tells you to always not do.
From here?
Yeah. You see that? It just runs right off. We can pick this up, and this water just runs off.
What?
So it doesn't get soaking wet. It just runs off. Alright, so we are in my current 3-season room or Florida room or sunroom, whatever you want to call it. It's out here on the deck. And it's just a little enclosure. And so I have some furniture here. This is actually stuff that I made about a decade ago. And it is rough sawn cedar. So some of the edges are quite rough. And it's worked well for me and my wife. But with the kids, I wanted something different. So now I have a new set of furniture. This time it's aluminum. And I'm hoping that obviously holds up well in weather, doesn't rust, doesn't rot. It is covered here, but it can also work outside. So let me go and get that new furniture. I have to put it together, and then we'll kind of see how it does. I'll tell you what I think about it, and I'll see if I recommend to buy it. All right, here we go. Okay, so they delivered this stuff. And it's in multiple boxes. You can see it looks like 5 boxes here. Now the company told me, that they sent me this product to look at and review. And they said that it's 5 boxes this time, but in the future it's going to be 4 boxes. Doesn't really seem to make a big difference. Lots of boxes here to carry in. Hopefully it's not too heavy or hard to pick up with it being aluminum. So let me go and get these back into the Florida room and then start the assembly process. Alright, so I got all the boxes in there. They are kind of large, but they're really not that heavy. Most of these are 20 to 30 pounds. It says right here like 31.2 pounds. This one's the heaviest one, and it comes in at 39.9, so basically 40 pounds there. But so pretty easy. Come in, these came through FedEx. They're in pretty good shape. Let's open them up. There are no instructions as far as or numbering as far as which box is first to open, so I guess I'm just going to open them all up and then start laying out the parts. Alright, so it took about 15 minutes to unbox. I actually did break a sweat, but it's because it's about 100% humidity. It's really not that hot or hard to do this. But I want to show, I really do like the packaging. This is a paper outside, and then it has foam on the inside. So that is wrapped around everything basically that's in there. And there's not a single scratch on any of this stuff or dent from the packaging, which I'll say I'm kind of impressed with. I have a whole stack of these cushions here that I'll open later. Otherwise, I've opened up everything in the kit. And this is a large kit. It has, I think, 9 seats out there. It's got a full couch, a sofa, 2 chairs, 2 ottomans with cushions on them, and a table. So let's get right to it and start putting it together. Alright, so it took about an hour to put it all together. It really wasn't that bad. It's pretty straightforward. It's all just those Allen. There's only two different size length screws. Same Allen key for all of them. I use that power screw gun. That is really helpful for any of this kind of stuff because it is a lot of tightening down, so the screw gun helps. I'll put a link to that in the video description as well as a link to this stuff. But let's bring the girls in here and see what they think of it. Alright girls, come on in.
This is nice.
So my pot is gonna be comfy right here. I can lay down.
You can lay down, you can sit.
Oh, this is comfortable.
And then these guys are either ottomans or extra seats, so you can pull out here, and they even slide underneath this guy here. See, they can slide underneath there, and they can store.
Wow.
We can leave them over here, and we'll put them over here as a little table.
I'm gonna sit down.
Now,
Sit down, real.
This is my pot. This is how I wake.
Alright, so there's another thing with it, and that is that this stuff is waterproof. Alright, Ruby, let's test it out and see how waterproof it is. Grab that cup there, and let's pour it on the seat here. Just pour it on.
Where?
Right here. Just pour it on the seat like Daddy tells you to always not do.
From here?
Yeah. You see that? It just runs right off. We can pick this up, and this water just runs off. So it doesn't get soaking wet. It just runs off. And then we can clean up that water. What do you think of that?
Amazing. And I do have water on my couch.
Yeah, we got water in the couch, but it comes right off. So you can take them apart. They all have zippers. They're metal zippers here. And so then you can wash these if you did need to, you know, if they were outside for a long period of time. Luckily mine, with it being under the cover, it should be pretty easy to keep clean. If the rain comes in the window, again, it won't hurt anything. All these guys, aluminum, they do a pretty good job of hiding the fasteners. Most of them are from the inside. The only place I think you might be able to see a fastener is on the edge of the table right here. It's way tucked in there, so you normally can't see it. Otherwise, it looks pretty nice. It's aluminum. Like I said, you know, it's maybe a little bit short for the back. You know, the back could be higher. That's about the only thing. You know, it's definitely a low back seat, I would say, from the support standpoint. But other than that, I'm pretty happy with this stuff, and it looks like the family is as well.
Daddy, thank you.
Thank you.
Good work. Thank you for making this. It's comfy.
Alright, so the other cool thing about this is obviously there's lots of configurations you can do. You know, obviously all these are individual seats, you can move them around. I talked about these guys being ottomans or little tables. You can obviously get rid of the cushion if you don't want. These cushions are attached so that they don't fly away, since they're not, you know, they could fall off the edge. The couch ones are pretty secure because they're all tucked in, they're kind of squeezed in, so they don't seem to fall off a lot. So overall, you know, I think this is going to do well for us. It gives us a lot more seating here, obviously, to play with, which is nice for the big family. We have room for ourselves and guests, so I'm excited. Thanks for watching. Take care.